Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the comparative study of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now, as we are discussing about the Delhi Sultanate, so here is comparative study means the reason behind is why we are doing this comparative study, because different rulers secure Delhi by the different way of means, and by this we can have an idea about that who was the ruler particularly kept safe and more efficient ruler was in history. So because generally who is more efficient will always kept in memory. So let's begin. Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Now you have if you go through the book, you will see that main point. Basically, the terms have been discussed like attacked and attacked, then constructed, then constructing, then fed and feed, then paid, and paid means that administrative means whatever in particular field what Alauddin Khilji has done and Al Muhammad bin Tughlaq had done. So in class group, I have sent some videos related so that you can understand it well. But as the matter of reading the book, we will read the book. Now, Delhi was attacked twice in 1299, 1300 and 1320 to 1303 as a defensive measure. Alauddin Khilji raised a large standing army. Means Alauddin Khilji, when Delhi was attacked twice in it means this date, a defensive measure had been taken by him. On the other hand, what had happened with Muhammad bin Tughlaq? Now, Sultanate was attacked in early year of Muhammad bin Tughlaq reign. The Mongol army was defeated. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was confident about the strength of his army and his resources to plan an attack on uh, Transoxania. Transoxania is the particular region of the Arabian Sea, and he therefore raised a large standing army. Another is that Alauddin Khilji constructed a new garrison town. Garrison, you understand? Fortified with army town named Shiri for his soldiers. Then what has done by Muhammad bin Tughlaq? Rather than constructing new garrison town, the oldest of the four cities of Delhi, Delhi-e-Khunna, was emptied for its residents and soldiers garrisoned there. The residents of the old city were sent to the new capital of Daulatabad in south. Means because Muhammad bin Tughlaq is well known for his innovation in the history. So when you see the video, you will understand. But basically, he was called a whimsical ruler because he only experimented the thing like what will he do new for that particular event. So the soldiers had to feed. This was done through the produced collected as tax from land. Between Ganga and Yamuna, tax was fixed 50%. We read in that Alauddin Khilji has imposed 50% tax over the production, and production area was Ganga and Yamuna. So produced from the same area was under Muhammad bin Tughlaq, feed the army. But to meet the expenses of such large number of soldiers, the Sultan levied additional taxes. Means he imposed the other additional taxes over the people, and this coincided with the famine in the area. Means like when he imposed the taxes, so what happened? Because people were not able to give the more taxes, and famine took place. The famine, you understand, like Bhukmari, Mahamari, the soldiers had to be paid. Alauddin chose to pay his soldiers salaries in cash rather than in iktas. Iktas, you understand, ikta we have read that by the lands. Revenue collection means he did not believe that his soldiers paid in cash. The soldiers would buy their supplies from the merchants in Delhi and was thus feared that merchants would raise their price. And to stop Alauddin, this Alauddin controlled the prices of goods in Delhi. The prices were carefully surveyed by the officers and merchants who did not sell at any prescribed rates of the that were punished. I told you the story behind this little bit, because if any person tried to cheat or take more profit from the market, so there was severe punishment. I tell you what were the severe punishment. It means if a person gained much, we can say how much he profited himself, so that was balanced, and balance means that was measured in the balanced, and after that the person has to give his own flesh. Means it was ordered by the sultan that the flesh will taken from his or his body, so that such kind of cheating cannot take place in the market again. This was the story behind. So it was very particular in taking the text, or nobody was you can say have so much courage to take profit from the market. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq also paid his soldier cash salaries, but instead of controlling prices, he used a token currency, somewhat like present day paper currency, but made out of cheap metal. Not of gold, silver. People 14th century did not trust these coins, and they were very smart. They saved their gold and silver coin and paid all the taxes to the state in this token currency. This cheap currency could also be counterfeit easily. Counterfeit easily, anybody can make at home, means artificial imitative, like valuable metal was saved by the people, and this token currency was popular. And so that what happened, the importance of money had been finished from the kingdom. So in this video till here we'll discuss, because video will be lengthier. In the next we'll discuss